Welcome to this lesson about solving by graphing. Alright, so mainly I'm going to just be using the calculator to complete these problems and show you how that's done. Alright, when using a calculator to solve these problems, you can go ahead and just type each equation in. So I'm going to type in y equals x plus 1. And I'm also going to tap into the second box now and type in y equals negative 1/2 x. Now to type in 1/2, remember you're going to hit 1, sorry it's not picking up, divided by 2, and then to type in the x correctly, you need to hit the right arrow here to get yourself out of the fraction. Then you can type in your x and then minus 2. So now I've typed in that second equation correctly as it should look. Now, they are going to show you a few points of interest. They're going to show you the x and y intercepts, but what you're interested in is the solution of the system will always be the intersection of the two lines. So those two lines intersect at -2, -1. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our second example where we're going to have a unique solution happen. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the first equation, y equals negative 2x plus 3. And the second equation is y equals negative 2x minus 2. Okay, now as I look at these, my initial impression is that they're parallel. In fact, because I know about slopes, since they have the same slope and different y-intercepts, they are in fact parallel. Now if you're a little unsure, you could always just zoom out a good bit and see that they are not going to evidently ever intersect. If ever you need to undo what you've done with your zooming though, remember you've got this house key here to tap that to go back to the home screen. Most people's mistake is that they do not type in the equations correctly. They call me over and they're like, the calculator's not giving me the right answer. Whenever the calculator's fine, you just forgot to type in x or some other silly thing like that. Alright, now as far as what the answer is when the lines are parallel, that means that there's no solution on those. No solution when the lines are parallel. When the lines cross, which is the most typical case, you'll have one solution. Okay, now I'm not going to do 3 and 4, but know that the Desmos calculator will graph these just fine. You don't have to do any work to these to get them graphed, even though they're in standard form. It's completely fine for you to just go ahead and graph those. Okay, I'm going to show number 5 real quick because something interesting kind of happens here. So, as I grab my calculator and type these in, and here's one of them that's in standard form, so x plus y equals 4. It does not struggle at all graphing that, that's good. Now when I tap down here to type in y equals 1, it is kind of interesting the extra information it's trying to get you to fill in. Basically this is to like add a slider, so you want to ignore that. Just pretend like that didn't even happen. It does graph the line y equals 1, which is this red horizontal line for me. And now I can go up here and simply tap on the solution. Obviously the y value is 1, as it should have been. And so my coordinate 3, 1 is my answer. Alright, the last one I want to do with you is this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and get this graphed and show you what's going on. This is kind of another unique situation that happens. So when I type in the first equation, y equals 2x minus 24, nothing really in particular happens. I do notice that it's kind of barely in the window, so I am going to zoom out just a little bit to be able to see this graph more clearly. Alright, now I'm going to tap into the second box and type in the second equation. The 4x minus 2y equals 48. Okay, now when I do that, I don't see the other equation. Even if I zoom out or look around, I don't see it anywhere. Well, let's take a look at what's going on. My tip is to always turn off that graph by tapping this icon to the left. And then watch the graph as you turn it back on. you'll see that it's actually in the exact same place as the other equation is. What that means is all of these points are solutions that are along this line. So for example, 3.9 negative 16.2 is a solution. And all of the points along that line are solutions. So it's obviously not that we're going to list them all out. So what we're going to say is that there's infinitely many solutions when the graph is the same graph for both equations. All right, I hope you found this video to be of help, and good luck. Thank you.